What's going on, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer. I am a certified fitness trainer. I do a bunch of free workout challenges over on my YouTube channel. I do some fun, healthy recipes, and yeah, if you want to join my YouTube community, be sure to like this video and subscribe for future videos. So today I'm going to be talking about my eating disorder. So disclaimer, if this brings any disclaimer, thank you, Bento. If this brings any triggers to individuals, I highly suggest not watching this video, but I do want to share my story to clarify why I do what I do now, you know? I had a eating disorder back in high school. I was kind of a loner in high school. Well, not really a loner. I'm still the giggly Jenny that everyone knows. I love laughing and all that. I kept my circle of friends very small because I don't know, I was pretty open about my eating disorder to a few of my friends, and that's kind of like all I needed. But after high school, it was kind of like, okay, you're on your own now. So what I decided to do was, I was working at a gym at the time and I knew all the trainers there. I want to be like them. They inspire people. I could do that, and like it could help me too. Maybe I could recover from going into personal training, you know, like getting on a healthy routine, inspiring others. I'm not fake, so I couldn't even lie. I suck at lying, so that would motivate me to be healthy, live a healthy lifestyle, and that in my mind was recovering from bulimia and binge eating. So right out of high school, I didn't go to college, didn't have the money for it, so I saved up for my certified fitness trainer certification. So I did that, and I passed, and I was like, I wasn't expecting that because I'm horrible at tests, but I passed, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is going pretty fast. And I knew I needed to lose a good like 20 pounds to be more confident into walking into a gym and finding a personal training job. So that month, I shit you not, I don't know how I did it, but I lost 25 pounds in the most healthiest way I've ever, never lost weight like this. And I did it in such a healthy way. I was working out maybe twice a day, doing cardio and then my weight training, and I was determined. I was like, look, I want to try to look like a trainer. And I actually ended up, I felt amazing. I don't know how. Props to that, Jenny. Holy crap. I did a good job, not gonna lie, but I was very proud of myself, and I got a personal training job. My first job was at LA Fitness, and it was such a scary moment because I drove to this gym. It was like 45 minutes from my house. That was like the biggest LA Fitness location here at the time, I guess. And I walked up to the front desk and I was like, hi, my name's Jennifer. Can I talk to your personal training manager? And the girl was like, he's busy. I was like, okay, I can wait. And I guess she went over to him because he was literally right there. I didn't know. And he had 2 clients with him, and she was like, I guess she was like, this girl won't leave until she talks to you. And he looks up and looks back down, and then looks up again, and he comes over to me, and he was like, hi, nice to meet you. We accept applications online. Please fill it out and send it in, and I look forward to seeing you again. I was like, okay, cool. Went home, literally filled out that application, and then the very next day he calls. He was like, hey, let's do I want to do an interview with you. I was like, oh my gosh, what this is going so fast. I was like, okay, cool. So I go to the gym again, I meet him, and my interview was putting him and me through a leg workout, and holy crap, he died. It was so funny. Like, yeah, I killed him. But so it was so cool because he used the workout, like the exercises that I put him and me through for his orientation clients, and I just thought that was like, oh, like I'm doing something right? I don't know, but I don't know, it was just such a good feeling. And that was, I trained there for about 6 months, and it was weird because my eating disorder was completely gone. I felt like I never had it. And then after, I got hired at another gym, and I kept on going, and then I think I was like 20, and then just like shit happens, and not gonna go into that detail, but I stopped training and I got a full-time job at an office. That was when I fell back into my eating disorder, going from years of on this schedule of waking up at like 5 a.m, working out, training clients, getting another workout if I had the energy, going home to take a nap just to wake up and then go train more clients in the evening time. That was my schedule for so long, and then going to a full-time desk job, my body like went into shock. My body did not handle that well, that's for sure. So I fell back into my eating disorder, and I got into a very depressed state, and I was put on like antidepressants. Don't recommend. I'm still like scarred from to this day from them. Yeah, that just, I don't, what's the point of antidepressants when they just make you more depressed? I don't know, let me know. That went on for a while. It was like a huge blur, but that was like the time I moved out on my own. I'm pretty sure a whole year went by and I didn't talk to anyone. My every day was go to work, come home, nap right when I got home, and wake up in the evening, eat or whatever, and then go back to sleep and repeat. And it was just like, I couldn't take that anymore. It was bad. It was getting really bad. I lost like all motivation to work out, and I just didn't feel like I had a purpose. And like all those years that I like worked really hard for, like felt like they were gone. And it was just like it was a bad time. But luckily I had a neighbor move in right below me, and his name was Shamey. And yeah, that's my boyfriend now, but I met my neighbor, and he had bento. I ran into him outside one day, and I was like so terrified to talk to this guy. I was like, every time like I would just choke up, and I was just like go back my unit, and I was like, dang it, like I should have said hi. But one day the only thing I could say was, I like your dog, and that was bento. So I met Bento and Shamey, and that first week we met, we hung out every single day, and till this day we hang out every single day. So that was like a very big change in my life, and that was like, I finally found like happiness from that, and that motivated me to get back into like being healthy and recover. Like I wanted to recover for good. But that was the time when I was babysitting still. I've been babysitting since I was like 14, I don't know. But I had a few families that I always like babysat on weekends. And one of them, the parents were trainers, previous trainers, and the mom was like talking about intermittent fasting. And I was like, what is that? She was like, it's like when you don't, like, you have like a eating window and then you fast for another window. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like people like can fast up for like 20 hours and then have an eating window of like 4 hours. I was like, wait, what? Like, is that healthy? What? She was like, Yeah, like I learned all this from this girl, Dr. Sarah Solomon, and whenever she said that, I started Googling that doctor. I was like, what is this lady talking about? She has a YouTube channel, so I watched all her YouTube channels, and she was fasting. I forget how many hours she was doing. Was it 16 and then her window was 8? Or it might have been 20 hours and her window eating was 4 hours. But she was drinking like BCAAs during her fasting hours, and she like went into all the science stuff for that. So that's what I started doing. Like for breakfast, I was drinking BCAAs. I brought my made one meal for lunch and I ate that at work. And then I would go home, try to work out. At the beginning, I did not work out. I was just trying to focus on my eating and like getting that down without binging and purging. So I kind of cut out working out because at the time, it's hard when you went from like lifting so heavy, like deadlifting over 225 pounds, to like not being able to do that. It's kind of depressing. So I kind of cut that out. I started walking more. So I started doing that, fasting for 16 hours and then having an eating window of 8 hours. And I did that for a few months and I really enjoyed it. And then I stumbled across is it the warrior diet or the just 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of eating? And cause like I was not hungry at lunchtime, and like for some reason, like working a desk job, I don't know, like I'm sitting at a desk, I'm not like doing anything active, and like I wasn't hungry around lunchtime. So I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fast for breakfast and lunch. So I started doing that, and honestly, it was so easy for me. And I would come home, do a little, like I started doing workouts here and there, but nothing too crazy. I was really just focusing on my diet. And like the beginning, I was in the process. I'm a snacker, so I had a lot of snack foods. So I had to learn like to stop eating so many chips. So I just decided to like substitute them for healthier things. And I think that was a really big thing with my weight loss, without even like realizing or like not even thinking about it. That's how I lost the weight, was replacing chips with like produce and like vegetables, substituting higher calorie foods with lower, but like with high volume, low calorie food. Little hack. And that really helped a lot. And oh my gosh, my fan just turned on. Should I turn that off? So I started sticking to the like 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours of my eating window, Monday through Friday, because it was super easy with my work schedule, working a desk job. And I stuck with that, and it felt like the right amount of discipline, if that makes sense. Because I still, at the end of the day, my main like meal, and I like snack on a few things throughout the evening. It didn't feel disciplined at all, opposed to eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. That just meant for me personally 5 to 6 opportunities to binge eat, and that was like, I know that's not okay. That is not okay for me. Like, it is so easy for me to binge eat from my previous like history of my eating disorder. Like, so I wanted to, that was a whole like why I was so like, what is intermittent fasting? I want to learn about this. Like, I want to master this, because that sounds like something that I could control. And for doing it for 4 years, I feel so in control of my own body now. It's like ridiculous. I know it's not meant for everyone. I don't think, I don't even like suggesting it for a lot of people, but whenever people message me asking about it and they say they've been doing it, trying to find better ways to do it, like that's when I'll put in my my opinion of like what I've been doing. A typical person I would not suggest doing. I wouldn't suggest it at all, unless like, and that's going back to diets work for different people. It's so hard to explain. If you feel deep down like this is the diet, like the vegan diet, keto, intermittent fasting, any whatever diet you're on, if you believe that it's working for you, it's working for you. Don't let anyone else's opinion make you think otherwise, because at the end of the day, they're not you. They don't know how you feel. They don't know your history. So yeah, this channel is definitely for people of all diets. I am a no like judge. I'm a no judge zone. I'm a judge-free zone. Yeah, this channel is definitely a judge-free zone. Like, even with clients when I personal train, like I always loved hearing about like what they are doing, like what works for them. And like that's when I realized, wow, like diets work differently on everyone. Seriously, I've seen it. I've definitely seen it. So yeah, but as of today, I am down, gotta get my calculator out. I am down 40 pounds and I am fully recovered from bulimia and binge eating. Well, sometimes I eat a lot of fruits at night on some days, especially like right before my period, but that doesn't count, right? Definitely a much healthier binge. I think we all have our moments of those little binge nights. Some days can be more stressful than others, and that's okay. We're human, but you know deep down if you're doing something unhealthy. You'll know. Cause that's what I had. I didn't tell anyone. I could have went all these years without telling someone, but I knew I was doing something unhealthy and I knew I needed to change. So yeah, that's a little background on my eating disorder and my recovery. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. There's I probably left out so many other details, but I tried my best, guys, in front of a camera. I'm like, one thing about me, I am so bad in front of the camera. Can you tell? But yeah, I hope my story inspires others. I'm a very open person. I like to be because I can't hold things inside because I would probably go insane. But I like sharing my stories because that's when I get other people's input, like of what they're like. I get so many messages saying like other people, like what other people are doing too. I'm like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? That's so smart. Like, thank you so much. Like, I want to share my story so that way we're all helping each other, you know? Because at the end of the day, that's what we should be doing. Helping each other and inspiring, motivating each other, because that's all we have. And dealing with something that's by yourself is not fun. It's definitely not fun. So, I'm glad I got through it, but I've learned that it's definitely not fun doing this alone. But yeah, that's why we should stick together. So, I hope this video inspires someone out there, but I guess until next time, be sure to join in on my workout challenges if you want to. They're really easy, kind of, but yeah, I just want to create this community so we can be open to each other about what we're doing, like trying to find a healthy lifestyle, because it's not easy. It really isn't. It took years. It took like a lot of years to figure out what was best for my body, but I'm glad I went through that hell because I wouldn't be who I am today. So, okay, I'm probably gonna end this video right now, and yeah, I hope you have a great day, and till next time, peace.